this demo, we will see how to standardize single instance database provisioning using Oracle Enterprise Manager. We will begin with our Oracle Enterprise Manager homepage. Click on the Enterprise menu and then on Provisioning and Patching submenu, and then click on Database Provisioning. This lands us on the Database Provisioning homepage, where we can see some of the out-of-the-box deployment procedures that comes with Oracle Enterprise Manager, catering to various use cases. Let's select Provision Oracle Database Deployment Procedures and then click on Launch button. This wizard initiates the workflow to provision a new single instance Oracle database. We begin with selecting the provisioning profile, wherein we can select an existing profile with which you can standardize database deployments that will have a predefined set of configurational parameters. Next, we select the operating system platform, and Enterprise Manager supports various certified operating system platforms to run Oracle database. Then we select the required database version, and for this demo, we will create a 11.2.0.4 database. And then we select the database configuration type, which can be a combination of single instance database running on top of a grid infrastructure software, or we can create a database without grid infrastructure software as well. Then we select the database host in which we would want to provision the Oracle database, and then click on Next. Click on Setup Host, where we select the credentials for the Oracle database home user as well as the privileged user to run root scripts. Click on Next. Here we provide the required operating system group names and then click on Next. Click on Deploy Software. Here we select the database software binaries, which usually resides in the software library. Click on the magnifying glass, select the database software image and then click on Select. Next, we provide the location for the Oracle base, followed by database home, and finally the working directory. Click on Next. Next, we select the database template, which can either be an existing template of an Oracle database registered in the repository, or one can select the default template that comes with Oracle Home. To emphasize, database templates are key to standardizing the deployments, which can help to maintain consistency among database configurations in a huge database estate. Click on Next. Here we provide the database name and the SID, followed by the password for the administrative users. And then click on Next. Under Storage Location tab, we select the type of the storage, which can either be file system or ASM. Next, we select the database file location, which could be a mount point in case of a file system or a disk group in case of an ASM. Next, we select the fast recovery area. We can enable it as well as enable archive log mode from the same page. Click on Next. Under initialization parameters, we select the type of the memory management, which can be either automatic memory management or it can be a shared memory management, or we can select and the memory settings as per the template. Next, we select the percentage of available memory, which determines the size of the SGA and the PGA. Next, we select the database character set followed by the national character set, and then click on Next. In the listener page, we input the listener name and the required port number for the listener and then click on Next. Finally, we review all the information we have provided so far and then click on Next. Click on Compliance Standards, which takes us to the page where Enterprise Manager offers a rich set of compliance standards that comes out of the box, which can be applied to the database. Click on Next, wherein we can schedule this database provisioning as required. We can either provision it immediately or at a later point in time. Finally, review all the information and then click on submit. Here we can monitor the progress of the database provisioning. As we can see, the job is completed successfully. Let's navigate back to the targets menu and then click on databases. Here we can see the new database that is provisioned is automatically added to the database targets list. In this demo, we saw how to standardize database provisioning using deployment procedures, which helps to maintain consistency and thereby ease the database maintenance at scale. This concludes the demo. Thank you.